Sam Rayburn, one of the most storied bass fisheries in the country, and stop number one for the much anticipated Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's. It's early spring. A recent full moon should have the bass moving shallow, but Mother Nature has thrown the anglers a curveball.
We've been in a drought, and the lake's been down real low, and it just hadn't rained the last year. And last night it rained about 4 inches.
It's probably coming up about 6 inches every 8 hours.
This cold front didn't help us any, but there'll be fish that'll be caught.
Typical deal, they're going to be a little tighter to the grass and not chase a lure near as far, so you have to slow down a little bit.
I think everybody's still going to catch them.
What's your game plan for tomorrow?
We need to go fishing.
Good tournament trails are finally back in Texas.
Welcome to the TXTT.
Welcome to event number one of the Texas Team Trail, presented by Cabela's.
It's a great trail. It's its first year, and they already got, you can see the line of just getting up here to register. You got over 150 boats, and I think it's going to be a really, really great trail. I'm excited to fish it.
Rangers, heavily involved, Mercury's involved, STRATOS and Triton, and you got Evinrude too. It's a great group, and what it's done is taken a lot of the guys that's just not has one boat sponsor, and it's brought us kind of all together.
I like the payouts and the contingency for it. It's really good, and I think it's going to grow bigger and bigger and get better every year it happens.
It's a real competitive tour. We've seen a lot of great anglers, the names that you read about in all the publications that win tournaments, both in the north part of the state and the south, so it's going to be a highly competitive field, I can assure you that.
Paying down to 50th place with angler contingency options for Cabela's, Ranger, Stratus, Triton, Evinrude, and Mercury, the Texas Team Trail is giving anglers plenty of opportunities to cash in. Visit TexasTeamTrail.com for all the details. Back on Sam Rayburn at first light, Tournament Director Mike Hastings releases all 150 boats, thus beginning the inaugural event of the Texas Team Trail. And it's only fitting that as we begin tournament coverage, we'll start with two of the state's most renowned anglers, Dickie Newberry and Stephen Johnston. Both are formidable competitors on their own, but with the resurgence of the team format, Newberry and Johnston have banded together and are, by most accounts, the favorites to win here on Rayburn.
That's number one.
Getting that first fish in the boat's always the key. And then getting to number 5 and then start going up on weight. That's the key. This time of year, we'll catch a lot of fish, and just that's part of the game. Just makes it a lot more interesting instead of fishing for just 1 or 2 fish all day. But you never know. This is Rayburn. It could change in a heartbeat.
There's about 50 years worth of Rayburn experience on that Ranger boat. We'll catch up with Newberry and Johnston later, but for now we'll move on and climb aboard with Lucas Marine Products Pro Bill McDonald.
It'll be a good time for one to become a hero, I know that. Just another beautiful day out. At least the wind ain't howling like it did yesterday. Jeez, Pete. Yeah, yesterday we come across here, it was like 6-footers. It was brutal coming across. And guy staying there at the motel last night, he said they started across there and said they went over one, he come down, all he could see was water, and he went through the next one. He said he had 9 rods on the front deck, and when the water cleared, he had 4. It's like, that's not a good way to start off. He said, we just turned around and went back to the room, we didn't even practice. Yep. Good one. Good job. That'll work.
Stay with us. There's more tournament coverage from Sam Rayburn and event number 1 of the Texas Team Trail coming up. For schedules, contingency options, and all the results, Visit TexasTeamTrail.com.
Before you head out here, get ready at Cabela's, your source for the hottest new gear at tough-to-beat prices. Save big on everything you need when you shop by catalog, stores, and online at Cabelas.com. Our legendary selection is field-tested and field-proven. You can trust our gear. Cabela's, world's foremost outfitter.
There's a look, feel, and legacy with no equal. Packed with features, it's your license to lead. Experience the legendary performance of the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series. Combined with Evinrude E-Tech's best-in-class high-torque performance, these rigs are driven. The Ranger Z500 and 100 series. One goal, one standard, one passion. Perfection. Evinrude E-Tech. Spend more time on the water.
First by land and now by sea, Lucas Oil has developed a complete line of high-performance marine products to keep your boat looking and running like new. Maintain that showroom condition with Lucas Slick Mist detailing products. Just spray and wipe. Lucas Marine Oil and fuel additives have been tested under extreme conditions and will extend performance and add life to your marine vehicle. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine products from the makers of Lucas Oil. It works.
Repower now with a new Evinrude E-Tech, and you can save up to $1,600 per year in operating costs. Compared to your old outboard, a new Evinrude E-Tech uses up to 44% less fuel and 50% less oil. And it's up to 50% quieter. Evinrude E-Tech is the only outboard that requires no dealer-scheduled maintenance for 3 years. It requires no break-in period and no oil changes ever. Evinrude E-Tech.
The Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's is brought to you by Cabela's, the world's foremost outfitter. Range your boats, still building legends one at a time. And by Lucas Oil. It works. We're back on Sam Rayburn for the inaugural event of the Texas Team Trail. Danny Isles and Brian Shook are two of the young guns in bass fishing, potential heirs to the throne, so to speak, as Danny is Stephen Johnston's stepson and has learned his craft well from one of the best on the Texas bass circuit.
We're at Sam Rayburn. We're in Beach right now, but that's probably not going to last too much longer. We're kind of just trying to focus on the inside grass edge and throwing moving stuff, rattle traps and square bills. And that might not last too much longer either if we don't catch one pretty quick though. With the weather like this, we've thrown a spinnerbait and a chatterbait, and rattle trap. Just they'll slap it but won't eat it, and we really need them to bite something out here like this for us to have a chance at doing real good, because just going down the bank, you really don't have any control over whether you're going to catch a big one or not. And you can stay out and try to fish deep and hope for 5 or 6 big bites, or you can go down the bank and catch 40 or 50 small ones and then hope you just get lucky and catch an 8 or 9 pounder. And we kind of chose to stay out and just fish for a handful of big ones instead of a bunch of little ones. Net?
I don't think so.
Nope. You're gonna make me go back to the fluke, huh?
I think you'll keep. Yeah, we've had a real slow morning with hardly any bites at all, and in the last 30 minutes we've gotten 3 bites. So hopefully it'll just get better as the day goes on.
It's been a tough morning on Rayburn. Jeff Reynolds is no stranger on these waters. Having competed on the Bassmaster circuit for years, even he is having trouble cracking the code.
Thinking about it, I can't make up my mind what I want to do to try to catch a big one. And I know they ought to be on the bank. Dang, we can't catch them on the bank. Just little ones.
Jeff is sharing the boat with his good friend and fellow Oklahoman Randall Bruce. Together they've put 4 fish in the boat this morning, their biggest being about 3 pounds. Reynolds and Bruce are blind casting, dragging a rig across the bottom while drifting a flat in 8 feet of water.
A little one?
It might be a good one, Jeff.
Better be.
He snagged.
Well, dadgum, cheating sucker. Can't catch him in the mouth, you gotta start snagging him.
Well, he fought good when he was hooked that way. I don't know how he did that.
Like finding a needle in a haystack. You're looking for these hard spots out here, like shell beds or rock or just something hard. And they'll be usually piled up right in the middle of it. Man, you talking about an awesome trail. I mean, when you show up to registration just to see what all's been put into it, you know, you got 3 brand new Ranger boats out there, Triton boats. And I tell you what's amazing to me, you know, I think this is the first time I've ever heard of it, to have competing sponsors sponsoring the same trail. Evinrude, Mercury, Ranger, Triton, you know, all of them. Then getting Lucas Oil, I mean, that's a huge sponsor. And
little bitty thing.
Just to see what they're putting into it, man. The payout's awesome. The contingencies, you know, most other trails, you know, you look at the payout down the line, you know, everybody wants to put a big payout out for first place, and then you finish 10th place, you know, you don't make no money. But in this tournament, with all the contingencies, you know, if you're set up just right, I mean, you can double what you would have won.
For more information on sponsor contingency awards, visit TexasTeamTrail.com. Dave Parsons and Michael Yoder just made the long run back after spending the morning on the north end of the lake. With 3 fish in the boat, they're just trying to fill their limit.
Bite's been just, everybody we bumped into said the bite's just been nil. We were in a popular area this morning, and there was probably 12, 16 boats in there, and we were the only ones we seen all morning put a fish in the boat.
We stayed in there till we thought it was time to head south. Let's get down and try to get a little closer to the ramp and hit a couple areas. I know it's got a lot of good areas. It's got some fish in it. Should have some good grass up here. And try to just get some bucks in the boat and finish out our limit. That's going to be a key to the success of this day for us, is finishing the limit out. So hopefully we can get it done.
I thought it'd be fun to fish with him. I'd learn a lot, get to relax. Maybe if I catch one fish, I'd do good. He'd, you know, the legend up there would carry the whole team. I think he broke his back. I got a man down in the front of the boat.
You're a funny guy, Yoder. You're a funny guy.
Time's running out, but there's plenty more to come from Sam Rayburn and the Texas Team Trail.
Before you head out here, get ready at Cabela's, your source for the hottest new gear at tough-to-beat prices. Save big on everything you need when you shop by catalog, stores, and online at Cabelas.com. Our legendary selection is field-tested and field-proven. You can trust our gear. Cabela's, world's foremost outfitter.
Introducing the most advanced, efficient predator on the water today. Triton's new XS series. Stalk your prey with hot new features like a solid-state fuseless stash with push-button start and support for 10-inch depth finders, and new bow control with support for 8-inch depth finders. Prowl the deep with our most advanced drivability, maximum comfort, and an incredible hole shot. The new XS by Triton.
Nature isn't always serene. downright savage. And you need a truck with the teeth to take it head on. Introducing the 2012 Mossy Oak Edition Ram Outdoorsman. Fog lamps, Ram box, Hemi V8, off-road tires, claws, guts, glory, Ram.
With the high cost of fuel these days, every fill-up can be a curiously scary experience. Rising gas prices have transformed to the point where it feels like it can cost you the shirt off your back. That's why we created Lucas fuel-saving motor oils. Their special additives increase compression and minimize friction, improving fuel mileage. With Lucas, you'll keep from losing your shirt, or even worse. Lucas fuel-saving motor oils are now available at AutoZone.
The Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's is brought to you in part by STRATOS Boats, Step Up or Step Back, Mercury Marine, performing at a higher level, and by Dodge Ram.
Here we are at Sam Rayburn. It's our first event, and I tell you, it's electric here. It's been it's a great experience for a $250 entry fee for guys to come in and compete for the purses that we're having. I mean, an 18-foot with a 150 horsepower boat motor package, it's unbelievable. Plus the contingency stacked on it. I mean, it makes it just a complete no-brainer for a fisherman.
I think it's going to be a great tournament trail. The turnout for the very first tournament was very good. So it made a hefty field and a hefty payday, and that's what most people are looking for in tournaments.
I think the floor mat's great. I think the contingencies are good, and we've needed that back in Texas, and I'm kind of glad that Cabela's and Ranger got together on this.
It's going to be a big time. Going to be some great payouts, and looking forward to it.
The Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's offers the best payouts and contingency options in the state. Visit TexasTeamTrail.com for more information. Back on the water, we'll pick up action with Michael Mellon and Ronnie Griggs. They're catching fish but are struggling in the weight category.
We had a limit by 8:15. We just can't seem to get the big bite. I don't have a clue what the fish are doing. We've tried shallow. Our fish we've caught have been mid-range, and now we're fishing out here about 12 foot of water. We've got a point here with another point that kind of comes out here, and the grass is going into a deeper area. And we're trying to work the top of the grass, see if we maybe get some bigger fish that are working up on top of this grass to maybe get some size so we can gain some weight. I know they're shallow somewhere, but we can't find them shallow. So there's going to be some big ones caught today. There's one right there. Net him, Mike. That one doesn't help us.
With the rain beginning to fall, our last stop of the day is with Ed Melton and his partner Melvin Dunn.
He picked it up again, didn't keep it.
Did he?
Yeah. It's going pretty good. We started out a little slow. Probably we went about an hour and we got 2 or 3 bites. After that, we got 5 in the boat. We've been fishing for a big fish since about 10 this morning. We hadn't got it yet, but we're fishing for it.
Actually, we've culled about 2 or 3 times, and we've caught some decent fish on this bank early, and we pulled off a few good fish.
Where are you finding these fish? You find them shallow? You find them deep?
Finding them relatively shallow. Around these little, like, see that shad, just kind of that deal there, and they'll be around that, and we're catching them with a jerk bait and a Cinco.
And that won't help us. And he's peeing, so that's him, but it won't help us.
Catch a lot of fish like that?
That's what we caught. We caught that size 2 or 3 times. I mean, it's just crazy. We just can't get the big ones. We're trying to get the big female, and Just can't get her yet.
It's been a lot of fun. I probably caught 50 today.
With competition over, we'll head to weigh-in and wrap up stop number 1 of the Texas Team Trail. The Cabela's Anglers Advantage program is just one way to take home extra cash. Log on to TexasTeamTrail.com for all the details.
If you're going to be the best, every day is a work day. There's no time off, no vacation, no sick days. Every day's the same. Breathe, dream, sacrifice, and sweat. Every day you work late, and every morning everyone else knows you'll be working late again today.
Before you head out here, get ready at Cabela's, your source for the hottest new gear at tough-to-beat prices. Save big on everything you need when you shop by catalog, stores, and online at Cabelas.com. Our legendary selection is field-tested and field-proven. You can trust our gear. Cabela's, world's foremost outfitter.
There's a look, feel, and legacy with no equal. Packed with features, it's your license to lead. Experience the legendary performance of the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series. Combined with the power and accelerated performance of Mercury outboards, these designs are built to excel. The Ranger Z500 and 100 series. One goal, one standard, one passion, perfection. Mercury outboards, #1 on the water.
Some people wait for the fish to bite, and some people go get them with a Mercury Optimax Pro XS. The time-tested, tournament-proven choice of champions and weekend warriors alike. Pair it with an innovative Fury propeller and the precise control of a Motor Guide trolling motor, and you'll have the ultimate fishing rig. See how Mercury gets you first to the fish at mercurymarine.com/performance. Mercury Marine, #1 on the water.
This portion of the Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's is brought to you by Triton Boats. We take America fishing. And by Evinrude. Spend more time on the water. Welcome back to Sam Rayburn. Despite the tough conditions, the first stop of the Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's was a huge success for everybody involved.
Hey, you're the first guy to ever weigh in the history of Texas Team Trail, and you brought a limit to the scales. All right. Let's hear it for him. That's great. We got a total weight of 896. You're the tournament leader right now. All right. Thank you. Good job.
Registration is open for our next event. We hope you'll join us.
It's totally new, exciting. I mean, the TXTT first event, and people are excited. We got great new sponsors, industry sponsors, non-industry sponsors coming together, long-term commitments, and it's really fun to finally see it all culminate right here at Sam Rayburn.
New to the sport of bass fishing is our friends from Lucas Oil.
You know, we've been involved in the racing industry and trucking and all that stuff for a lot of years, and so we decided that it's time to get in the marine industry. So we partnered up with Ranger Boats and Texas Team Trail, so we came down to check it out. Kind of our new walk through all of this, and I think Ranger's doing a good job of leading us down that path, so great morning.
We invite you to check out the Lucas line of marine products, like their fast and easy speed wax. Look them up at lucasoil.com. Back at weigh-in, 150 teams gathered to crown the Texas Team Trail's first
This
champion.
is like The Hatfields and McCoys, except they live in the same house. Throw them up here. Let's see what the
Earlier,
deal is.
we introduced you to Brian Shook and Danny Isles, two of the best young anglers in the
We got a
state.
new leader right here with 1838. You got a big one you want to weigh?
No.
No big. They're all the same size.
Now, we have one that was like a pound 4 we couldn't get rid of.
Oh, my goodness. It's still in there.
Yeah, still there, so we're glad to have him, though.
How you like your chances against Steven?
They're not real good. I think they decided they were going to hole jump some people today, and they come out with a good bag. At least that's what I've heard all week.
Well, you know, just the fact that those two got together to fish this event kind of makes you a little curious, doesn't it?
Oh, not really. They're great fishermen. They've got a great shot at, well, winning Angler of the Year in this thing. They're going to fish all of them together. That just makes them more dangerous, I guess.
Well, congratulations. Thank you. All right, come on up, Steven. Let's see if you can bump him. I think you did it.
It's going to be close.
I don't know about that. I don't think it's going to be that close. We've been trying to top the 20-pound mark. We have yet to break 20. We can't break 20 pounds today. 1901, new leader. You can go back and give him all he can handle.
I've got dinner on that one, and it's been a big deal around the house and around the tackle shop. And Hewlin Walker that owns the tackle shop, he bet against us. Can't believe that. It's been fun. I mean, it's a great event, had great people, and that's what this is all about, getting together, you know, seeing everybody, and everybody, you know, we're all competitive. We all want to win. There can only be one winner, but, I mean, all this does, it drives. These people go back and tell everybody what they did, how it went, and it's just going to drive the next event even better.
Great job.
Philip Creela and TJ Goodwin had one of those days that anglers dream of, and they're stepping up to the scales with 5 of their best.
Nice looking sack of fish right here. We're looking for 1902 to take the lead. We got a new leader. They have blown it out. We finally broke the 20-pound mark, and we broke the 25-pound mark at the same time. Did you get them all in one little area, or did you figure out a pattern that you were able to run late in the day? How'd you do it?
One little area paid off more, so we caught 3 of them out of one spot, and the other 2 were just kind of random. I think we caught about 9 fish today.
A very special thanks to all the anglers for fishing with us on Sam Rayburn, and congratulations to Crelia and Goodwin for picking up the first win here on the Texas Team Trail, presented by Cabela's.
It means a lot. It really hadn't sunk in yet right now, I don't think. So it's my biggest win, and hopefully just the first one of many.
For schedules, results, rules, and contingency awards, visit TexasTeamTrail.com. The Texas Team Trail is a Careco TV LLC production.